Now, I just got a couple of things I wanted to run through with you. First, this Judge Lackey deal, okay? You know, I gave you an order that the judge was going to enter. Well, apparently before it was entered, Grady filed a bunch of more shit in the case, okay? And so the judge called me and said he's redone a new order. It's a change. Everything's still okay, still the same deal, but he wanted me to prove this new language. It's basically saying that he's reviewed the new filings that Grady has done.
What were the new filings?
I don't know. The judge showed me. I didn't read them, but there was probably an inch worth of stuff that Grady had filed, and it just...
So he drafted a new order
addressing that recent filing, and the judge wanted me to approve it. Well, the problem is I didn't have the institutional knowledge of the case to really know if it was okay or not. So I wanted y'all to look at it and tell me if it's okay, and if not, make whatever edits need to be made to get it entered.
I don't know how to clean it up, other than because I don't know what he's trying to say. I mean, it's not bad, but I'm not sure what his intent was.
Well, I'm not sure either.
Well, what if Judge Lackey retires on the bench and some other asshole gets hold of it?
Well, do you want to put in there that the action's dismissed? Put that it's compelled to arbitration and proceedings before this court are dismissed without prejudice? I mean, you can't dismiss it with prejudice, but he could dismiss it without prejudice.
Well, I think that's what he would need to do anyway. But I don't... I might be overlooking a drawback to doing that. I don't know what it'd be, but...
Yeah, of course.
I mean, Lackey's he's a fine... but you know who the fuck else is going to get this thing?
Yeah, that may be what...
They may want to move, judge. We get a new judge, and then who knows who that is.
Well, I don't know that I'll have the stroke with the next one.
Well, shit! You know this is the proper thing to do, and it's just, it's just so unprofessional. What these guys have been up to, unethical. Attaching all these things. They're ciphering through, and God knows what Grady's talking to State Farm lawyers about. Hey, make this, you got so-and-so. Make this, buy that case, get all of it.
Hey, well, God only knows. Now, get it how you want it, because we're paying for it to get it done right. And I got to go back for another delivery of another bushel of sweet potatoes, because all this has come up. All right. I need to talk to you about the Johnny Jones order business, okay? You know I came by here about a week, 10 days ago, and I dropped off an order that the judge had to give me that was to be entered. And he gave it to Monette, his court administrator, to file it in her due course. It was going to show up in court file, and everything was going to be hunky-dory. Well, before that could happen, Grady filed a bunch of stuff that hit his desk, okay? Everything's okay. Everything's fine. He's got it handled. He got it fixed, but what he had to do was pull that order down that he had originally drafted. Then he drafted a new order, and he added some language to contemplate Grady's most recent filing. Basically, that stuff beat it to the court file before his order did. So the judge pulled back that order and has drafted this new one that I want to show you. And what he told me, I met with him.
I'm sorry you came all over here for this.
No, that's okay. It's okay. Listen, the judge, he called me and asked me to come down this morning and because the judge wanted to go over this with me. Now, this is essentially the same order as the one I brought by last week, but what the judge done is add this paragraph, Dick, to it that talks about the recent filings, and he wanted to know from me, was that okay? And frankly, I didn't know, because I don't have the institutional knowledge of the case, and so I needed to get it cleared before I told him to go ahead with it. Okay, well, the other thing relative to that, and I know I keep going back and forth about this, Dick, and I'm sorry, the judge is a little bit, he's a little bit nervous with that last filing by Grady, because he thinks, that they made a decent argument, and that he thinks he's a little more exposed on the facts and the law than he was before, and that I think that you would do a little something else, to about 10 or so more.
I'll take care of it.